The Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will kick it away first. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Seminoles offense will take the field first. Last meeting was a classic as the Gators pulled out a close one.
Guys, it's a rivalry game that gets circled in the offseason, and for Gator fans in Gainesville and across the country, they have been bragging all year long after that win last season.
On the run, it's Bryant. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Florida! And they turn it into a defensive score.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Right back to the well. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
They'll move the wide receiver to the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Hauls it in. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll give it on the counter. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Noles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
So Florida's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Montgomery. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now they're going to throw it. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dome. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. The give to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the...
There he goes! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And the Seminoles are on the move. To throw, it's Sperry. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Makes the grab on third. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on third and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up first and goal.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here down close in the red zone.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Quarterback keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Offense working from the pistol. The hand to the running back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
Well, this game certainly doesn't have the longevity historically that a lot of other rivalries have in college football, but this game always means so much. It impacts the conference championship race, the national championship race, and the Heisman Trophy race.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Abrams. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The offense set for a first down play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Off the RPO, complete. At the 20, he's got space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Leaves it with the running back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Complete downfield. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Berry. Pocket breaking down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. They booted away on fourth down. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a big gain. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And they decide to trot out the kicker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And the Noles will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in this second.
Breaks into the open. Sees him in open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Nestled just inside that right upright. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Got the back over the middle. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first. To the air on first down. Got his man in the middle.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Fires left. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch.
Turning it on! They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Going to the run, it's Bryant. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Sperry. It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled him up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. It's complete to the left. Good, solid tackle.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to to throw on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Wants to throw. It's Sperry. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, what a move to get room. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
He's got him still on his feet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as well.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the Dome. Quick release on the RPO. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw for it. They're working that left side. Oh, a lot of space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Florida. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job getting that touchdown. Now you got to go for 2. You got to tie this thing up, and your defense better get ready because the opponent has time to work the 2-minute situation, drive down the field. This game is far from over.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. And the returner is stopped. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry forever. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They give it to him again. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning.
There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Getting everybody to the line and set. Got to spike it, stop the clock, and get the field goal unit on. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting off the defender. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
First play of the first possession of OT. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Play action. Got it. Touchdown Gators. And they grab the lead here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. He's up to 57 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. 1st and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Well, when you're backed up on the goal line like this, you've got to play quick with your eyes. You've got to be able to react to where the football is. It's not easy to do on these jet sweeps, but the defense did it there.
3rd and goal here in overtime, and they need a touchdown. Now on the move. Touchdown Seminoles! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
1 extra period didn't get it done, and we start the 2nd OT. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Sperry. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And you played the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right?
Touchdown, no! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Can't do it better than that. The two-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Pringle. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It was vitriolic, it was intense, and it went to the Seminoles as Florida State will dine on Gator after winning in this rivalry matchup. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.